Once upon a time, there was a tavern by the side of an old, muddied road. Those who frequented this tavern came to it by horseback or walked, never rode in a carriage, for it was not a wealthy tavern, but the tavern of those who worked hard and longed for the little pittance that enables all from whom they are responsible to live. Through the years, the farmers, the herdsmen, and those who ran the toll upon the toll road came to be in such a habit of coming to this tavern that it became something other than a tavern. It became a haven. Many would come to this tavern not just for the drink and food which were available, but for the certain kind of camaraderie which those who labor long and hard for their living enjoy after a day's laboring has been finished. The means of joining in this companionship were such that those who came enjoyed the journey there, whether on foot or on horseback, with a certain kind of childlike anticipation, for this time and place of gathering was as a reward for the labors of the day. To meet with friends at such a time and place became a cherished portion of many in this area. There was a certain vibration which grew about this tavern as a result of those who came often and found a relief within the walls of this humble structure. The vibration was such that soon the tavern became known to others who, though not a part of the local peoples, needed a time, a place to relieve the hardships in which they lived. These people sought to be one with those who were gathered. They made the tavern such a place of good feeling that the peoples of the tavern always welcomed those who felt the need to be part of the tavern. One steady customer had a wife who was legendary for her scolding and her nagging. But at the tavern, the man was never scolded nor nagged. He became someone other than the person that worked so hard in the fields only to be scolded upon his return. One person who came to the tavern had no knack for keeping his money, as he gambled and lost over and over again, spending what would be food for his wife and his children at the gaming tables. But at the tavern, his friends bought him rounds. He was no longer without money. Another one who came was ugly in countenance, and yet to his friends he looked hearty, healthy, and fine. Every trouble that one can imagine was spread among the common people, and as they worked all the day long, they did not have the leisure to work out any grand plan or reform, any grand way to fix what was broken, to heal that which needed healing. Their only answer was to go to the tavern. As the progression of entities continued to pour in and out of the tavern hall, there was much of good cheer which was shared within the walls, so that those who joined there could drink not only of the drinks at the bar, but of the accumulated good cheer which was found within those walls. Each person there was aware that there was among them a power or force which each was a part of. It was not directly spoken of, yet within the heart of each there was the recognition that this place and these people were of special nature. Each there cherished this experience and looked forward to its transformative effect, whether consciously or without thought. For the magnetic effect that was born of this gathering in this place was such that it did indeed take on a form, an energy of its own. My friends, those who gathered in the tavern were able to leave the masks that they wore outside of it within the flowing of energies as each saw the other without the appearance that each had manufactured to cope with the hardships that were outside. Within the tavern, each saw the other's essence, the love that was each and flowed between each. My friends, and those who glean and reap and labor long came to the tavern, just so do you come to such a group as this. You know that it has been written in your holy works that when 2 or 3 are gathered, that which is asked will be given. The whole is always greater than the sum of its parts, and each of you being a portion of the group are healers of yourselves and of each other. For the light which can be offered from a group gathered in search of the one original thought is that of very great intensity compared to the strength of one who seeks in solitude. The polarization is very much greater, which causes the light to develop a color, a bloom, even a song, a melody that enhances the wisdom for each. A melody that enhances the wisdom for which each seeks. Each of you, my friends, is that which is purely magical. Each of you has, to some extent, because of your work, your labors, your occupations, and your preoccupations hidden from yourself, the magic of your own being. However, in a group such as this, that magic is seen, each by the other, so that each may be healer for each may care for each may love each. And so a spiral of energy begins. Glowing golden and white, and by the ending of such a group, whether it be a tavern, a meditation meeting, or any other place where those of good cheer gather with those for whom they care, it matters not the nature of the group. It is the fruit of such a group that is so healing. It is from such experiences that you may begin to consider your own magical nature. How could you, without your mask, be the peoples that you are at this moment, loving and loved, deeply one with each other? How could this be except that it is a deeper portion of your nature than your masks? My friends, as we watch your peoples use the daylight hours in endless work and then use the evening hours in distraction, we become aware that most of your people do not know and do not care that they are magical and that they are capable of seeking truth. Yet it is so deep a part of the nature of each entity that consciously or unconsciously, each entity will seek for groups which are magical, to which each may lend his or her own energy, his or her own brilliance and fire and power and peace. Never be self-conscious or analyze too much the magic of such groups. It is only important that you know that you are at this very moment each a healing force to each other, each supporting each other, and at the same time as you sit in the darkness, there is a radiation which is a source of light for those whom you will never know, never see, of whom you will never be aware, but who are being healed in some way by the change in vibration that resonates in some way with these strangers. You are larger than you think. You are better than you think. Seek and know the truth. Look at yourself through the eyes of your friends and discover your purity, your beauty, your delightfulness. Never trust yourself until you are secure and comfortable with the sense of your own magical, pure, lovable, and beautiful nature. Whatever else you are these things too, and these things most profoundly. In your meditations, rejoin this group. The energy will still be there, and feeling, support, and the love will still be there. The truth will be yours alone, for each shall find his or her own truth with help from friends. We leave you in the magic of eternity. We are a breath upon the winds, and we sigh onward now. How blessed we have been to spend time with you. We leave you in the love and in the light, in the magic of the awareness of the one infinite creator in you that each of your friends has. We leave you in infinity. We leave you in all that there is, and yet we leave you within the small circle of your body as you sit in meditation. You are the universe. It is magic because you perceive it. We are known to you as those of Hatonn, Adonai, Adonai. Welcome to the Law of One Meditation Tavern. Bottoms up. Oh yeah, I don't drink. Where's the hookah? Shut up, Robert. Love you.